What's up, my fellow yarn bombers? It is I, the Crafty Crocheter, and today I thought take this into a different direction. So I thought about this when I was taking a bath, and I know kind of a weird place to think of things, but sometimes I do most of my best thinking while I'm bathing. So anyway, I thought of doing another type of crafting on my channel because this is something I've done in the past, and I have kind of mastered it, but not really, but enough. So I'll get right to it. So I'm talking about the ancient Japanese art of origami. Now, I've done origami in the past, and I've created a lot of different things like Santa Claus, a sleigh, snowman, birds, a dragon, all kinds of things. So, but I thought I would get back into that and share my skill with you and do some tutorial videos on how to make different things with origami. So in today's pilot episode, I thought I would introduce a time-honored traditional classic, which is the Flappy Bird. Now, this is one of those very simple to do traditional origami. This is one of those things that you may remember in elementary school or primary school, or this is one of the most traditional first origami projects, so I thought I would make a tutorial on how to do that. So now you can do this with just a standard piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, or you can get origami paper. They do make origami paper, so you just got to find it in your local craft store. So if you're ready to go, let's grab some paper, and then we can get on to making the Flappy Bird. All right, everyone. So all you would need for this particular project to make the Flappy Bird is either a standard 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Any type of paper will do, or you can get origami paper, which is already in the square, which is easier. But in case you don't have origami paper, I will show you how to make it from a standard sheet of paper. So the first thing you need to do is to turn it sideways like this, and then take a corner, and you're going to fold this as best as you can to line up with the edge from this corner to this corner. So try to do the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just try to make it. And as soon as you get this edge lined up to where you want it, you just go down like this and press slightly and just guide your finger along that seam. Sometimes I like to use my fingernail and go like this, or you can use any kind of like a ruler or something like that to flatten this out. Then the next thing you're going to do to make that perfect square is take this extra piece of paper that's up here. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. There you go. So you can take, and you can see that little seam here. That's where you're going to fold. That'll be your guiding point. So you can try to pinch it up here and just try to maneuver this to be along the edge, kind of like as close as possible to be aligned with the seam. And then once you have that, you're just gonna zoom out again. Then you're just gonna guide your finger along that edge just slowly. And then again, it doesn't have to be perfect. See right over here, I didn't do as well, but again, this doesn't have to be perfect. So then again, I like to use my fingernail to press that down to create that seam. And then you're going to take this, turn it over, and flap it again and go on the other side. And I also like to, you can use your thumb, you can use your fingernail or a ruler or any kind of flat surface to. And then there's a couple of ways you can attack this. You can either just take a pair of scissors and cut along that seam, or if you're not near a pair of scissors, you can just tear it, because creating that crease allows you to rip that without any kind of tears or anything on that edge. All right, so then after you have this triangle done, you're going to take this corner and fold it up here. Again, try to be as close as possible to the edge. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. But then once you have the perfect edge in mind, just take this and go slowly with that. And then I also like to do just to press that out. Again, this may not turn out to be perfect, but actually I think it's better if you do it like, I mean, you can kind of, there we go. If you don't get it, you can always adjust it as you will. So now you got a smaller triangle. So then the next thing you're going to do is unfold it until you see your square. You see the four little triangles here. Then what you're going to do is take this corner and go up to the middle, to this middle, kind of the intersection. Again, trying to be as even as possible to the edge. And then you're going to do this for the remaining corners. Again, I like to just spin it around so it just makes it easier for me. If you have origami paper, this will turn out a little bit better. But with the origami paper, you have to be right on point with your folding, your creases. But with the piece of paper, with the standard 8.5 by 11, you have a little bit more wiggle room. All right, so then after you have your four corners meet at this intersection, you're gonna take this and then make sure you know where you're gonna fold. And then you're gonna take this and fold up, and this corner is gonna meet. So this corner is gonna meet up to this corner. Unfold it, then you're just gonna flip it around, like, yeah, sorry. Then you're gonna flip it around. Then do the same thing as you did before. And now you're going to have 8 little triangles. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but you'll see the 8 little creases. So the next thing you're going to do is, with the raised edge this way, you're going to just press it like this. It's going to look like a star almost, like this. And with those creases on the other side, it makes it a lot easier to do that. And then once you have this fold like this, then you're going to take these two edges, this one and this one, and then it's going to fold this way. Then you have a smaller triangle. And make sure you have this loop, this right here. Make sure you have your, looks like this. This is what your inside should look like. Then you're going to take this edge and take this corner and match it up to this corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, fold that up like so. Wait, I think I screwed that up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's going to look like that anyway. I was making sure I had that right, so I apologize for that. Then you're going to take this corner, go to this corner as well. So do the same thing as you did for the other side. Again, try to make it as close as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't stress out over it if this is not going to turn out perfect. So after you have these two edges done, you're going to turn this over and do the exact same thing. So this corner to this corner. And then this corner to this corner. And unfold that for both sides. And then you're going to take this and fold this. Oh wait, I did mess that up. So it's the same principle. I think I just had it on the wrong side. Yeah, then you unfold that. Then this should now. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, I figured out what I did wrong. So after you have this all done, you're gonna fold this as normal. So you're going to make sure you have these flaps on the outside. Then you're just going to fold like this. So this should be correct now. Yes. So make sure you have this part. You don't want these two parts right here. You want this over here. So the next thing you're going to do is take this and fold it this way. And then take this and line it up to this edge here. All right, then you're going to do the same thing for the other side. So take this edge and fold this up to line up with this crease here. Then do the same thing for the other side because we are forming the wings at this point. And then I like to fold this top down. Then repeat for the other side. So now, the next thing you're going to do is going to open this up and then fold it this way. So you're basically folding this, you're taking this section, and then this crease will allow you to make this fold a little bit easier. Then you're going to fold, make sure this lines up here, make sure your creases line up to this crease here, and then adjust your you're adjusting your the wings, I believe. Then you're gonna fold this over to, okay, I think I messed up too, but yeah, I think I messed up somewhere, but I did mess up. Give me a second. I messed up again. All right, I'm sorry about that. I figured out what I did wrong. So after you have, you're going to take this and fold up like this and fold it like so. Then make sure you have your two, because this is going to be your head and your tail, I believe. Then next thing you're going to do is take this side, fold it this way, then flip it over, and then take this edge and flip it to the other side. So then there's your head and your tail, then these are your wings. So the next thing you're going to do is take this and fold up along that crease here. Then do the same thing for the other side. Then take this strand here and just fold it down a little bit, because you're going to create the head and the tail for both ends. And then you can choose which side you want for your head and tail. I usually try to pick the prettier side for my head. So I have chosen this side. So what you're going to do next is take a little bit, pinch it this way so I can, like a little triangle, then fold it this way, and you can adjust the head as you need. And there's the tail. Then just open this up and then pinch and pull. There you go. Then this is your completed Flappy Bird. So if you want to revisit on this, I can do this again in greater detail because I was able to do it with this one, but for some reason I was having like one of those brain farts and couldn't remember how to do it. But now I have it down. So if you want to see this again, I can create another video, like a revisit, and go from there. So, and this is how you create the origami Flappy Bird. Hope everyone enjoyed today's tutorial as much fun as I had making it. I apologize for the little technical difficulty during the tutorial part because, like I said, I haven't worked with origami in some time, and I was trying to remember what I did for this one, which turned out perfect, and then this one turned out okay, but not as perfect as this one. So if you want to see more of origami tutorial videos, let me know, then I can create more videos. Because I do have a playlist dedicated to origami, which I've created, but I haven't set it to public yet because this is the first video going into that playlist. So, I hope everyone stays going well today. Don't forget to grab your crochet hooks, grab some yarn, and create something beautiful today. Gotta love each other, help each other out, be there for one another. Love yourself, be true to yourself, be kind to yourself. and enjoy the time on earth while we still have it. And good mental health is very important, so keep that in mind. And to thine own self be true, or just be true to yourself, and don't let anyone deter you from that path. So anyway, this is the Crafty Crocheter. Thank you for watching today's video. And on that note, take care of yourselves and each other.